spot up there. This is such a big zone too, it's crazy. Ah yes, lightning pneuma, just as the report said. Although we call this structure a beacon due to its form, it is in fact a magical device. By manipulating the balance of elements, it keeps the isle airborne and maintains the climate thereupon. In the course of its operations, it often sees an internal shift towards a given element. Right now that element is lightning, which draws the pneuma here to replenish their Aether. It appears Meteion is busy. Would you care to assist me in her steed and feed the pneuma? By using this lightning converger, you can harness ambient lightning and focus it into a ball, a veritable feast for our dazzling friends. Go on, give it a try. I'm feeding a lightning sprite. A lightning converger. Oh, we have to target the ground with it. Oh. You have to create the balls of lightning for them. Wow. Oh, target miss. What are you talking about? Oh, you have to like put it like right on them. Okay, fine, fine. Oh, oh, hey, oh. There we go. How? Did the one on the left first? Am I bad? Am I dumb? Or would I have to hit that one over there? Oh, don't even answer me. Don't even talk to me. Don't even say anything to me. I'm so dumb. Whoops. Perfectly done, Gob. Look. That's the noise they make. See how they gather to feed, how they express themselves through their actions despite their lack of words. Speech is not the sole defining characteristic of a thinking, feeling creature, nor is silence an indication that they do not possess these qualities. Be it a soulless arcane entity such as the pneuma, or an ephemeral life form such as the petalota, all seek to perpetuate their existence, to survive. Is Meteion an arcane entity? Is Meteion a living being? A good question. I can answer it from a theoretical standpoint, but it ultimately falls to the Bureau of Architect to pass judgment. Those with exceptional vision, such as Hydaelyn, may be able to ascertain her true nature. But to me, it doesn't matter. She is herself, and that is all I need to know. Oh, you finished already? I'm sorry I was in the way. Not to worry, my friend. They missed nothing of note, and we still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next, we will head east to the Morning Dew. I need to speak with some observers there. It is very peaceful up here. It is very peaceful. Gobu! Teach me. Show me. Yes! They're the best ones. This is what I'm talking about. This is my boy right here. One sneezy boy.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos.
Ampelos.
One of our newest subjects.
Wow.
So, how are we coming along?
This place is Elpis. those flowers? Elpis. Entelechy. Like me.
Ah. With emotion.
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms.
A former researcher.
Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from Aether, one
Here we go.
driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate Aether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it.
Dynamis.
And those entities like the Elpis flower have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena. Are entelecchies.
That's me! That's me! An entelechy!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait, a form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than Aether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter. On account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the Aether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteion?
Meteion.
Our star, Aether, is especially rich in Aether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%. The more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. 'Tis not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of Aether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river... Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay. I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse.
Wow.
The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Their Dynamis is bussin'.
Yours is thin too. Like an entelechy. Like me.
Really?
So, are we the same? Entelechies.
I have been known to transcend my limits with nothing but determination. If I'm thin, it's because MXL didn't do a proper job. Oh my god! That's funny. I have been known to transcend my limits with determination.
That sounds more akin to the desperate flailings of a wild beast when facing imminent death.
Damn, okay, bro. Be mad.
A deficit of ether alone does not an entelechy make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis. And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it.
Gobu! Gubu!
Oh dear. I'd forgotten about the poor fella. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Put him in the world. He's just vibing. All right. Wow. Cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. So cool. Not that I or anyone else would be able to make use of it, even if we knew, but it irks me to discover that there is an entirely different form of energy and no one told me. That personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive. Given that there are none among the 14 who specialize in the celestial, he would be a welcome addition, assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is. I can't understand his hesitation. Why did you join the Convocation? Oh ho, you wish to know why Emmett Selk was chosen for the Convocation. I shall be glad to share this tale. It began when... Not another word. Lest you've forgotten, we've yet to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. Damn, okay, fine. I understand there's a problem with one of the Chartibus. Yes, that's right. As you know, the Chartibus is based on sea creature, owing to the adjustments to enhance its affinity to wind. It is capable of flight. The specimens created from the concept could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in the subsequent generations. The third generation creature was born with an etheric balance, leaning strongly towards water, its aquatic origin reasserting itself, it would seem. The result being its affinity to wind is diminished and it cannot fly. No matter what we try, we can't get it to rise even the slightest bit. For such change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable, flawed. With your permission, I will revert the creatures and recommend to the Bureau that the concept be revised. With its etheric balance leaning towards water, the Chartibus would indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it, helping it to manipulate wind until it finds its wings. What? You don't need to go such lengths. You don't know? But of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates a vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form and thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Yet convenient though it might be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious in the extreme, as unclouthed and unseemly as running about robeless, shameful. Might I understand you make a habit of this? Nothing of the sort. It's just that when transformed I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of those creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do it all in our power. Be that as it may... Yes, I believe I have a solution. Emmett Selk, may I trouble you to move that Chartibus away from its fellows, somewhere out of sight? Oh, he's shy. Meanwhile, I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I would but spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So have a little faith and run along. I trust you don't mind. You know what's actually unrealistic about their robes is that the hood drawstring is the same length. Can you believe it? I'm assuming that's the hood drawstring. It's always off balance when I try. Emet-Selch is out of sight. Good. Let's speak of the plan. It's a stroke of genius, really. We have Emet-Selch train the Chartibus. Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can really see ether currents. And with his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magic to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you described, it is not his duty. I am loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it would also be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Gob, I want you to go to Emet-Selch. Tell him that you have a favor to ask. He will be disinclined to cooperate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. Off you go now, and good luck. With chat mode /say on your user keyboard, I have a favor to ask. Alright, is he over here? Asking Emmett for a favor. Hey, hello! Hey, hello! Well, are your preparations for the scheme that is clearly not a scheme complete? With chat mode and say, right, I have a favor to ask. Oh, no you don't! I'm not lifting a finger! Ugh, I don't know what Hydaelyn is up to, and I will not be made to know. I refuse! Hydaelyn is to be believed, relentless insistence may serve to swear to wear down every weary Emet-Selch. With chat saying, please, Emet-Selch. Please. Emet-Selch.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
Come on, bro.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis. And should be quite
Charybdis.
willing to do so.
Charybdis? Oh, man.
And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emet-Selch. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward.
Actually true.
I'm sure he would agree.
Yes, it is.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Yeah, it's cool.
Please, Emet-Selch. Please.
That's what I said.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
Okay, it's fine.
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
That mount.
Let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we?
Yes.
You were wondering why Emet-Selch joined the Convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. but I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even. Quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it?
It's true.
Emmett Selk has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them.
Damn.
Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow. His antics irritate Emmett Selk to no end, but much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world. And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine, and together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Oh, hell yeah. He's partying.
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on.
The Charybdis.
Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
Now everyone's gonna want to use that mount. You know? Everybody. You know what? I'm gonna do it too, damn. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Cardibus has learned to fly, and Gob and I can relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creature needed some small assistance at first, but soon it was flying more or less on its own. I doubt you'll need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. I witnessed this all from afar. The Cardibus flies. Indeed, with this, we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flying. Though we helped it achieve this, the Cardibus is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want... But if I may say so, rather than hoping for an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way, we could guarantee that anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief. As you wish. Hermes. I'm fine. Don't worry. Well, that concludes all my present tasks. Let us return to the Agnoresis for now. Tell me, Gob, in the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? Nothing so far, but I'm hopeful that will change. Dynamis. Dynamis seemed promising. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I found it yet. I'm gonna say that. If only my work were more interesting. Nevertheless, I'm still in debt, Jesus. Nevertheless, I'm still indebted for you keeping Meteion company. If there's aught I might do, you need but ask. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to have to find you here. Something the matter? The Meteion. I'm afraid it's done again. No sooner did we release one for observation than it set upon the nearby Occupidus for slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the Occupidus was keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of the Meteion that is to blame, the innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I've no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where's the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes, wait! If this is part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. Doros! That's Doros. The almighty Doros. His familiar, the Dorito. Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Lycanes, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the fields and restraints. Frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Thesis. Once I submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. It's as he says, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need to concern yourself with. As you were, we've heard news that Lycaon slaughtered Occupidus. On the observer in charge, you are of the opinion that they are not fit to be released. I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Lycanes would threaten each other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that specimens observed are an outlier? Watch them be behemoths. I bet you they're behemoths. Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them. All exhibit the same tendencies. Even when you use Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior is unchanged. Kairos. A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories that we may observe creations in their different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive and potentially dangerous, depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions. Pastorat may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, the applications are limited to those authorized by Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief, let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of Aether is simply being reduced to its original state. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture. Make rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation control cannot be properly studied even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation deemed as detrimental existence, we unmake it. 'Tis all for the greater good, and none question for the necessity of such routine processes. I understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear, undeniable threat into the world. Yet, insignificant though, their individual lives may be next to all creation. It is all the Lycanists have. Before we seal their fate, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report and we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend the discussion, that Emetzelk may better carry out his duties? By all means. Pray show them to the meeting room. What about me? Can I come? I'm like you guys. I'm cool too. Meteion. Yeah. To man, other beings are just things to be used and controlled like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. Meteion, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes. It's you. I won't go to the meeting. I'll stay with Gob. Loath though I am to impose, may I leave Meteion in your care again? I'm in your debt. If you'll excuse me. Yo! Can you help me with something, Gob? The meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most. Of all creations in Elpis, most creations are expected to be interesting, or beautiful, or strong, better in some way. But flowers are different. They're designed to suit our emotions, what we feel and what we want to convey. Hermes is like that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one, and I want you to search with me. Let's start there, at the 12 Wonders. Vibrant purple flowers bigger than your hands adorn the tree. Ooh, so big and bright. I love them, but they might be too bright. You have to think of the recipient. That's what Hermes said. Well, fine. You don't want the big bright flower? Then whatever. Okay then. A tall, slender tree rises before you. You crane your neck to look for flowers. No flowers. If there were apples, we could cover them in syrup. Let's head outside next. Don't worry, we won't wander far. An array of beautiful flowers grows in the bed. Their mix of colors forming a pattern. These would be better for Hermes, but they're hedged in. That means we shouldn't touch them. They're either under observation or poisonous. Any other places would be fine, though. Let's keep looking. A familiar plant. Oh, this one looks like a... That's funny. Not quite the one we're looking for. Set on a tall, thin stalk, the always shaped flower is mesmerizing in its undulations. Oh, a koinion, a flower that can move. When Hermes wasn't looking, it shot seeds at him. Not a good gift, maybe. But you're good, Gob, at spotting flowers. We'll find something soon. That is really funny, actually. You spy nothing promising nearby. At best, common-looking grasses with some few tiny flowers. Nothing around here. Ah, over there, Gob, something big, huge. Whoa! Look at our big Marlboro friend. Wow. Just hanging. Malodorous grass. Malodorous. A terrible stench reminiscent of sodden old boots pervades the air. Without a doubt, the culprit is the Morrible-looking creature before you. Morrible, sorry. It's an Adonis. The things around its mouth look like petals, but the flowers are orbs on its head. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up. He didn't leave his room for days. What do you think, Gob? Would he like it? I'd rather not go near that thing. So not this one either. Finding a good flower is harder than I thought. I'm sorry, Gob, but can we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there. I'll pick something after that, I promise. Lush green fields stretch out before you, ending where the sky begins. Ah, there's nothing. The shiny thing over there, what could it be? Ooh, Elpis flowers, they're here too. Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're entelecchies. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. That's only for Hermes though. For others, they're always white and bright. Truly, the flower was dark in your home? Then do you have it too? A dark emotion? I've known the pain and sorrow of loss. I see. Hermes has known the same. The feeling that part of you is gone again and again, but no one notices. Please, Gob, won't you lend it to me? Your pain and sorrow? I want you to make the flower dark in front of Hermes. He has been in a dark place since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone, that others are sad too. Truly? You'll do it? Thank you, Gob. Thank you. It means more to me than I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go back and fetch him. I don't know if that's the best. It feels kind of weird, but I understand. I understand the purpose, I guess, you know? Seems they're still talking. Let's wait until they finished.
Hermes!
Oh. You were waiting for me.
You've finished talking?
Yes. We've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteion company. Emet and Hydaelyn have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Yeah.
Elpis flowers?
Go on.
Whoa.
You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Meteion has shared much with you. May we talk a moment?
Pog. Pog champion for the hedgehog.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hydaelyn said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain, but they sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear, and it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not to miss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration? Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I am filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Elpis, or if you only did it at Meteion's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort. To so willingly lend an ear to ease my burden. You are a strange one. The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of Dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteion and her sisters. Aye, sisters. She has a great many of them. And they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life.
Wow!
As one might expect, exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteion. Let us head back.
All right.
What happened? She sensed something out in space. Her sister or something. Doros has followed the correct protocols, and as chief overseer, I could find no fault in his judgments. The Lycanus would disrupt the natural order, ravaging and consuming other species until they themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Elpis. I intend to petition to the Bureau of the Architect to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose hazardous life form. Ithildeus is pledged to support me in this endeavor. Yet, whatever the Bureau decides, the existing Lycanus has served their purpose. Doros has already isolated the creatures and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join him forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to this study. If you are resolved, then we have but to accompany you. Of course, let us be off then. We return to the main aisle. So it's really cool because this whole area, I'm realizing, they actually showed this in the live letter the one day and said, this is a secret? It's a secret. And it had all those like Ascian towers, or like not Ascians, like those like Amaritine like built towers and whatnot. And so everyone was like, oh, kind of looks like Chrono Trigger. Oh, kind of cool, kind of crazy. But it turns out this was actually what it was, you know? Oh, man. Doros, are you hurt? What happened here? They caught me off guard. I had them bound with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied, even more so than usual, and broke free. I was able to stop 4. The other 3 escaped. Bacon Fenrir. I see them. 2 have taken to the air above the 12 wonders. The last is up here, lurking in the fields. You and Gob handle that one. The pair in the sky you can leave to me. If this is how it must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to Emet-Selch, unneeded though it is. Meteion, you are to stay here with Doros. But Hermes! The Lyconas must be reverted. I would spare you their pain, and mine. This is my burden, not yours, but if you are intent on helping, then please follow my lead. There it is, our quarry, within striking distance at presence, but if it feels threatened, it may flee beyond our reach. Here is my plan. You'll approach it slowly, in full view, and draw the Lycon's attention. Now, I warn you, its abilities are as fiery as its temperament. Once it spots you, it'll unleash orbs of flame. But fear not, by my measure, you are more than equal to the task. Withstand the onslaught for a few brief moments, and that will give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Then let us begin. Do I kill it? I must. Do I? It seems that I do. Okay. It's like, I don't actually know. I'm assuming I do. It's totally that I do. Okay, cool. I was like, do I just sit here and take it? Is that the whole point? I wonder if I can stun it. Now there's 2. Okay. Get him out of here! Which one's that? I stunned it? I stunned it. Yeah, good. Did it work? It did work. Other one like a shield bash too. Well, it's on cooldown. And I don't know if it is that one or it's a different one. Go. What are my stats? All right, cool. Now what? Oh, you just wait?
Now.
Whoa! Did he bind it? Holy, that was cool.
Oh. Forgive me. Please, forgive me. May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten, in concept endure, to reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy, but leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high, fly free.
Join the Convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Fandaniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hydaelyn, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.